Hello and welcome to Roleplay Rejects, where we play new and unusual tabletop role-playing games. This season we're playing Shadows of Esteren, so let's Esteren some shadows. Do you want to talk about the thing? The lady?
Oh my god. All right.
Look at Stacy's butt.
Are you looking at
Are
Stacy's
you
butt?
like mixing songs?
She's talking to Stacy, right? You're not looking at Stacy's
No.
butt.
Oh, look at her.
Oh
It's
my god,
Becky.
Stacy.
Becky, you're right.
Becky.
Yeah.
Is that
Becky.
who it is?
You
Stacy's
gaslit
mom
me.
has got it going on.
Yeah,
but
that's what you
oh my
missed.
gosh,
Yeah.
Becky.
That's
Look
what
at
I
Oh my
her.
God,
thought.
Becky.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So it's actually that kid saying, oh, like, hey, Becky, check out.
Stacy's mom's butt.
I
Yeah.
don't think.
I don't.
No, you're right. You're right. That's,
You did a crossover
Yeah.
that no one wanted.
All right, roll the credits. That's today's episode.
All right. Now, let's start episode 4. Here we go.
Yep.
Okay. So I was driving.
Yeah.
Kid was in the car,
Mm-hmm.
like from like about 30 minutes away. And I ended up having to add 20 minutes to my commute because it's like 5 in the evening. Street lights are on.
Mhm.
And it was rain. It was the other day when it was like raining,
Yeah.
really dark, like clouds and everything. It just, and this lady in some sort of like SUV, like a dark color. I can't even tell you what color it was for sure. It was just dark. She was like, I saw her a while back. I thought that she was still like quite a bit far back from me because she was in the lane to my right and I was moving over to the lane to the right. But, you know, I will admit I didn't see her. I don't know if I just didn't look hard enough, but when I checked, I didn't see anyone.
She also didn't
Start-
have her lights on.
Yeah, she didn't have her
Bullshit.
lights on. That was the important detail. That's
Dude.
why I was irritated. But so, like, I started to go over. She was right fucking there. And reasonably so, she honked at me. And I was like, ah. But then she, like, kept on banging on the horn.
Oh, yeah.
And then, so I was just getting pissed. And I was like, turn your fucking lights on. And so I started honking my horn back.
Oh, no.
And then she pulled over enough into the lane that I couldn't just go around. Like, I'm talking on the freeway,
Holy hell.
on the
Yep.
interstate. She pulled over, stopped traffic to stick her head out and like wave her arm and yell something that I couldn't hear. And then she moved on, and I didn't think it through, but I was like trying to like let her know that her lights weren't on. So I like flashed my brights at her. And I guess that like irritated her. And I was trying to get off at the next exit, and she fully blocked the exit. And
Stop it.
I know that she was waiting for me, but she came almost to a full stop. But then when she noticed I was like, oh, fuck this. I'm not going to skip that.
Yeah.
That's dumb. Like, not safe. She swerved back onto the freeway. And then so I just like, I went down to like 50. I just let a lot of distance. And then at the next exit, missing yet another exit,
Mhm.
I let like a bunch of cars come in between us. I couldn't confirm because I couldn't fucking see her.
Okay.
Because she didn't have her fucking lights on.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, I let a lot of cars go in front of me. But it was terrifying. Like, what are you going to do? Even if I was being an asshole, is that worth it? Is it worth stopping traffic on a freeway at 5 in the evening?
Right?
Yeah.
Like, people are trying to get home from work, bro.
Mhm.
Just go and complain like I am.
Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah.
just hop on your podcast and talk shit. Like,
Yeah.
Honestly, and if you don't have a podcast, then sucks to
I was
suck,
like
nerd.
scared. I didn't want to pass her either. I was scared she was going to follow me home or some shit.
Yeah.
I have my kid in the car? No, dude.
Mm.
And I checked. I was like, am I the asshole? Like, did I hit her and not realize it? I didn't hear anything. So I had Damien check, and no, there's no damage on the side of my car or anything. So I'm like, why? Why is that important to you? Like, I don't know. I've never experienced anything like that, and it scared me. I was like, I know I'm also the asshole, but like, bro, chill out. Go home.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like
it's just
legit
not
road
worth it.
rage. Like people who do that, like they need therapy.
My dad does
That's
that.
insane.
My dad needs therapy. He needs a lot of things.
Look at
Dad,
that.
if you're listening to this, I'm just kidding. He's not
Oh.
listening to this. He's deaf.
Because like I fully understand, like laying on the horn a little bit more, but
I get it. Like a fit
Just-
of rage, you're
yeah.
honking. Yeah, right.
and
But,
that's
like,
it though.
But
And
then-
even I even understand to a degree the first part where she got like kind of stuck her head out and was like pissed off because like I almost hit her car
Yeah.
Yeah.
going like 60 plus miles an hour. I get it. Like yes, I would be pissed too, whether or not I had my lights on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the swerving and the stopping.
Yeah. Now
and
you
the,
are
like,
becoming
Like
the danger.
everything
right?
after
Like,
that
yeah.
was
her.
unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Also, turn your lights on.
Right?
Yep.
Like,
I was irritated because after that I saw so many people without their lights on. Even like a half hour later when it was like, getting dark. And I was like,
mhm.
Yeah.
that was my story.
I like the windshield wiper rule. If you have to use your
Yeah.
windshield wipers, you should have your lights on.
There was a sign literally
Mm-hmm.
on the way a few minutes before.
Yeah.
Wipers on, your lights are on.
Yep.
I didn't know that was a thing until just this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
There's
either.
some states where it's law. I don't know which ones,
Yeah.
but
But that's like a good rule.
That is,
It
yeah.
is.
it
Yeah,
sounds
like
a
you
good
can
rule.
get pulled over if you don't have your lights on.
yeah.
Even if like you're only using your windshield wiper every like minute or so, they'll
like
be
if
like,
you need
"Mm-mm."
it, they're like,
turn your lights on or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just a safety thing.
Yeah.
Like, I can't see you. That's scary.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Please let me see you. Ugh.
That was it.
I'm so sorry. That's so stressful.
I was so stressed.
Yeah. I can't, like,
I
I would have
text-
been shaking.
I did like got to a stoplight and I did like the speech to text and I was like, I'm going to be, because I had already told Damien that we were heading home and I didn't want him to be like, wow, where are they? It's
Mhm.
been an hour when she should have been home by now.
Yeah.
So I messaged him a vague message and he was like, what? You'll have to explain more to me when you get home. I was like, yeah, sorry.
It's a long story.
Yeah, like I thought you were
Goodness.
like about to get in a fight or something.
I
was
thought
like,
that
the
was
fuck
what
is
was
going
going to
on?
happen.
Yeah.
Ugh, I hate people.
Road rage is nuts. Like people do crazy things on the road just because they're mad.
Yeah.
And they're pissed. And some of it's like they're pissed because they're like trying to get somewhere. But you're taking so much more of your time.
I think a lot of it too is just like the shock value of I was almost hit and that could have been really dangerous. But then they get so enraged that they do more dangerous things. And it's like,
Mhm.
Yep.
what the fuck, man? Like, I get it, you got spooked, but then like, let's just be happy no one got hurt and go home.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Before we start playing, I have like a little thing I'd like to discuss real quick. So, I honestly don't even know if it made it into the into last week's episode or not, or if I was just talking to the table about it. But I'm pretty sure that I talked about my character being from the nomadic people
Mhm.
in Shadows of Esteren, and I was trying to take inspiration from Romanians. Now, there's a couple issues with that. One, Romanians are from the country Romania. And there is a different ethnic group that is that they are called Romas, or some people call them Romanis. That is a completely different thing than Romanians. Like you can be a Romanian and a Roma, but like just
But-
because you're Romanian doesn't mean you are Roma. Does that make
Mhm.
sense? So the Roman, oh my gosh, you guys. The Roma people, they started their nomadic journey from northern India, and then they kind of just like
Whoa.
did their traveling thing. They have a really cool culture. What a lot of people tend to refer to Romas as is gypsies.
Mm.
The reason that we don't use that word anymore is because it's pretty racist. And I think in Western culture, we don't realize that it is, like, especially like United States Western culture.
Yeah.
We don't really think about it. We don't really talk about it. But in a lot of other languages, like it's very racist. And so they're trying to get the word out that like Roma is the proper term. There's not a lot of like written history on Romas because they've been persecuted for forever. They actually lost a significant number of their population during like World War II, along with the Jews, but we don't really talk about it because they still deal with a lot of racism as well. So I just wanted to like cover that and give like the tiniest bit of history that I learned while I was researching, because I don't want to be that type of person that's like just flippantly like using people's cultures for characters and then not putting any thought into it. And especially in subjects like this where there's a lot to it, and I just would have felt really bad if we kept going on with the campaign and I didn't disclose that. So that's all. The end. Welcome to my TED Talk. Also, there is a really good TED Talk on it. I'll have the link in the show notes for you guys if you are interested.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, the end.
I didn't know any of that.
Is there anything else you want to banter about, or does anyone want to volunteer to recap what happened last episode? We can keep bantering if people have stuff to talk about.
Recap. Okay, so we were all introduced as, you know, our people. Went to Eoghan.
Mm-hmm. The Red Crow
Was like, hey, what's up? Your dad needs medicine. Sweet, we got you. Bounced out to the forest. Fought a weird drippy bird.
Mm-hmm.
Not dressed nice, but like ooze and stuff. Then we went along. We saw a campfire, and my character was like, "Oh, I'm a rogue now." So went and tried to sneak up on him. Saw that there was like a dude with red hair and red beard with just a way too big of a great sword.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was Eoghan's like fucking twin, just kind of vibing next to a campfire. Speaking of which, this campfire is surrounded by the drippy birds.
Yeah,
Again,
and it's
not
cool,
dressed well.
And it's cool that she has the same
Same eye.
same
heterochromia.
Yeah.
Is that what that's called? So like they might be twins. They also might be like cursed by the same magic or something. Like,
Well, because she right?
She,
yeah,
Looked
just
all,
like
like spitting image.
Yeah,
So it's
just
gotta be
like it.
twin stuff.
Like, if you
Yeah.
had just glanced at her,
Maybe they
you would
are,
have just
like,
sworn it was
not
them.
real.
Hmm?
Maybe
Maybe
they're
none
not
of this
real.
is real. Maybe it's just 5 people in a room around a table all talking.
That can't be it.
Nah.
Then there was, in addition to those 2 creepy bastards, was King Creepy Bastard, the masked Fayund, who like was just vibing there, putting a fucking drippy bird on a stick again. Not well dressed.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
Roasting it on the fire and then just like taking a chunk out and just nom.
Ugh, I
So
hate it.
we backed out of there. We're
Yep.
like, not fucking with that right now. Let's go get these herbs. We get there. The weirdest thing happened. Like nature just kind of grew really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So weird.
Otis cast a spell and made nature grow well, and
I mean,
our other magic users probably figured that out. I did not, though.
It's up for debate. Who knows what really happened?
I mean,
Right.
who really? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The world's weird. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
It is.
Yeah, you guys have never been outside of it. You don't know what it's
Yeah,
like.
this is what happens constantly.
Just things
Should be
grow.
growing. That's nuts.
We did manage to collect, it was like
12.
12 herbs, and we only needed 10.
12
So
of them.
with that, we decided to push on back to Ostabale.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's where we left off because you decided not to camp because you're spooked, rightfully so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Before we push on
Spooked
through
and tired.
before you push on through the night, though, I forgot to at the end of the last session give you 15 experience points.
Yes.
So you
Oh,
have
yeah,
15
you did.
experience.
Okay.
You have that. you
How
have
do
that.
we spend experience
So you
points?
can use it's 10 per domain level, right, and then 25 per discipline levels.
Okay.
I don't know how much you had at the end of character creation. You can spend them now. You can hold on to them. Math, right? But
I had.
you get plus 15 to whatever you had.
Cool.
We were supposed to have. I think I used all of them.
Yeah, you might have
I
used
think
all of your points.
We
Yeah,
all
I've
had the attitude of like, no, use it while we can.
Yeah, I think that's what I did. I'm just going to assume that I'm starting with 15.
Yeah.
I'll give you like a minute or two. Note that if you don't want to put it like in a new domain, I don't know how focused you guys' characters are going to be, but you can just hold on to the 15 until you get like 25, so you can level up disciplines, or you can branch out and learn new domains. Whatever. I don't care what you do with your characters, but you get 15 points plus whatever you had.
Okay, and it's 10 for each of these dots?
Each
Or-
domain dot,
each domain dot.
and then each discipline dot will be 25.
Cool. Okay. Sounds good.
Bro, you get dots in the discipline?
Yeah,
Mhm.
does it not say it
No.
in the thing? I think it goes up to because it's 5 in the domain, and then I think it's 6 to 15. Yeah, it is. Right, so the disciplines start at 6, and then they go up to 15. Does that make sense? 1 through 5 is domain, 6 is discipline, and then it ends at 15.
Okay.
Okay.
One fun thing that I saw is discipline levels 11 to 15 cost 40 instead.
Also that. I said
Oof,
that, not Damien.
that is rough.
Makes sense though.
Yeah,
Yeah, because now you're pogging.
you're getting really good at whatever.
I think they can be cheaper too if you have a mentor.
Yeah, like 6 to 10 would only cost 20 experience points rather than 25. And then 11 to 15, it's 30 experience points instead of 40 with a mentor.
Okay.
I spent all of mine.
With us researching the masked found, would that be more occultism or like natural environment? I'm kind of torn between the two.
That is a good question. I think occultism is like, it's more so like, I guess like above table, right? It's more so like weird, spooky like things, right?
Okay.
See a weird spooky bird.
Yeah, but that's like, I guess Feondas are kind of like natural enemies of humans, right? So
Okay.
I think it would be more towards like natural environment type deal.
Okay.
But the less pog side of it, that's like bunnies and flowers, and the more like these guys want to kill us side of it. But natural environment nonetheless.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to put my experience into another level of that.
Okay then.
Cool.
If we're done. Oh wait, we might not be done.
I did.
Okay.
No.
If we're done XPing, are you guys taking the same route back to Ostabale?
I mean,
I would imagine
well,
so.
That's
aren't we
probably the
given-
fastest way
It's
back.
probably the fastest, but are we giving the campfire a bit more of a wide berth?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
But it's to the south of
Yeah.
us.
we're
Yeah,
not
it
going to
would-
be crossing
Yeah,
paths.
but like I figure we'll like even still get a little bit
Uh,
north. Because I thought like
Because the
at the
town is
closest
north.
the
part
town's like in the opposite.
town's west.
Yes, the town is west of you,
Right.
right? You guys went into this
What?
forest,
Uh-huh.
and you came from Ostabale.
Yeah, and the campfire was like
And they-
way
yeah, you guys are
over
like
there.
here-ish, right?
right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they're like so that's a little more ways south from you.
Oh,
There's
I
a slim
okay.
chance of
I thought it was switched.
you thought you were here and they were there.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, they're a little south of you.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah, and I
remember.
thought like, on our path we were coming to within like 100, 200 feet of the campfire. Or is that
I thought it was farther than that.
We,
wasn't
s-
it?
it
we
It was-
saw it,
we
we,
were like
stopped,
5
and then
minutes
you guys
away.
went to it.
Yeah, you guys were like from
Oh,
from
that's
where
right.
that
It was a
split
couple
was.
minutes.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
good few
Yep.
minutes for you to get there, and then you said,
Yeah, so
Oh,
I think we'll be safe going back on the same road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And just
I need a picture of that.
Of
be
this? Do you want to take it right
expeditious
now?
about it.
Yeah.
I can here. Do you want me to hold it, or you want?
Oh, I was actually just grabbing an image file off of.
I guess that might make more sense.
Yeah, let's see. Yes, there's a free cartography kit on DriveThruRPG if you want to take a look at this map.
Oh yeah.
Not sponsored, by the way.
Do you mind just putting a link in
Will do.
the cord?
In which chord?
This.
Damn it.
Uh-huh.
That was it. I was just like, we must show the people.
The map. TM.
Because otherwise we're going to be like, yeah,
Yes, you're
this
here. You're going this way, and everyone's gonna
Yeah.
be like, okay.
Cool.
But now they have references. One references.
Yeah.
I was hanging
That's
out
all
with
I need.
some friends the other day, eating grits for lunch, and someone said one grit, and me and so you started laughing because the idea of it was so funny. A singular grit. That's stupid.
Yeah.
You don't eat grit. You eat grits. Anyway. So you head back.
Yes.
Tired, afraid.
Naked.
You just walk
Yep.
through the night back to Ostervale.
Yep.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
so.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't think we want to stop.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I don't want to sleep in the forest with that thing.
Okay.
But I mean, like, later on, if we really want to sleep, we
We can
we
go
can
back
just-
to the inn.
get up in the trees because
this
provide some
again.
cover. I'm just throwing it out there, but like
Okay.
let's keep on going on. Oh god. Let's go.
There you go.
There we go.
It's pretty uneventful on the way back. You don't see the goons again. Because you give them a wide berth, you don't know if they're like still there for like if they were gonna stay there for the rest of the day, or if they packed up and left. You don't see any smoke coming out throughout the rest of the night, so you kind of assume that they just got to move on, but you don't know for sure. And then,
That's worse.
is it though?
I mean, yeah.
They're
But
following us right now.
Don't like that.
can you imagine?
That'd be so.
I
just
would
turn
die.
around and then just.
Hi. But no, you get
Fans
back to
right there.
Osterville, like kind of like I guess early morning. We'll say it's like when the sun's about to. I was gonna say set, but it's doing
Dawn?
the opposite. The sun's about to dawn, and you can see it over the horizon. It's kind of pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you're at as you get back into town.
Oh, cute.
Nice.
So pretty. Wow.
I think we just go straight back to the. What was it? The
Red Crow.
The Red Crow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
Aren't we all? Oh yeah, I guess you guys would be pretty tired at this point, wouldn't you?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you get to the Red Crow. It's not busy as per usual.
Oh.
I know. It feels bad, man. You knock on the door, you see a very tired Eoghan. Kind of swing it open. He goes, "Oh, you made it back." I was getting a little worried. But I'm glad to see you all look well, if not a little tired. Did you guys sleep?
No.
No.
Sleep is for the weak.
No, there were some horrors in the forest, and we had to get out of there.
Okay, well, come on in. I'll get you guys some water, and I'll get you paid. He starts setting up cups.
We're
Hey.
giving him all the timbleweed, right?
Well,
Or did we want to
first,
keep those two?
Eoghan, if that is your real name anyway.
It is.
Oh yeah, because the
What?
twin.
Oh yeah.
Where were you born?
Where was I born?
Yeah.
Why are you asking?
Well, because I'd like to know who's employing me a little better.
Give me
Before I
your-
just go and hand over some, valuable resources, I'd like to know a little bit more about yourself. Maybe where were you born?
What's
have any
your dog's
siblings?
name?
I've never had a dog. But sure, yeah, I can tell you a little bit more about myself. So I grew up mostly here in Ostervale, but once I got a little older, starting about the age of 12, I would travel between here and Koskan. Just because I have some friends over there, so I would just
What about siblings, though?
none that I know of, but I also
Is that your dad?
He's my dad. TM. He doesn't say TM, but but I've been with him ever since for as long as I can remember.
So
So no,
That's a
we're
no.
not related
Okay.
by blood, but as far as I'm concerned, he's
now,
been
if
more
you'll
than a good father
give
to
me
me.
a moment, I need to talk to my compatriots.
okay. Do you have the herbs?
Let me just talk with them real quick.
Okay.
We'll get to that. Don't you worry.
But you're gonna.
Let's just talk over.
Can
my
you
end.
imagine how sus that would be if somebody was like, "Do you have any siblings? Where are you from?
Yeah.
I'm not giving you this stuff until I talk to my friends. Bye."
Right? Just some rando on Craigslist who's
Yeah.
like, hey, you want to buy some herbs? Like, yeah, all right. And then you show up at the meet. He's like, so, how many siblings you got?
You ever have a fucking dog?
What street did you grow up on?
What's
What was
your
your first
grandmother?
grade
Where your
teacher?
grandpa stay
Last
at?
4 of your social.
What was your favorite elementary school teacher?
Yeah. Where'd you go to high school?
Anyways,
So you
Yes.
huddle in the corner
huddle over.
in this inn
Yeah.
that he works at, and he just tries not to listen. I guess he's very polite, but he also has nowhere else to go, so he's just drinking water.
Just 1 second there. Yep.
Okay,
So,
I'll be here.
Do we just ask him about the whole twin thing? Like, I know you all weren't there, but when I say a spitting image, I mean a spitting image.
Don't spit in here.
Oh, it's fine. It just, adds to the other, let's say, the puddle there.
Adds character.
Yeah.
Just trying to season
Um,
the place.
Goodness.
Yeah, I don't see a reason why we should hide it from him.
Yeah.
Do you? Like,
I wasn't there, so I mean, I think that's really up to you whether or not you want to divulge that type of information.
I'll be honest, is never had this kind of valuable intel, so not sure what to do with it.
how about we ask him about having siblings, but maybe not tell him the other people in that party? We don't need to
Just
mention
the sibling one.
Yeah, we don't need to mention the masked Feond that.
But then
Why
what
would-
do we say?
why
we
would a
saw a kid that
child
looked
be-
like you in the forest.
Yeah, by themselves, hanging out.
Well, we don't have to. We could just be like, we saw a group that looked
Just
a
like
little suspicious.
On the road.
But there was a kid
Yeah.
who looked awfully like you. We didn't want to approach because they looked sus.
Yes.
But let's just be
Yeah.
vague about it.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to spill the beans?
Okay. Well, I'm talking to Eoghan now.
Okay. So do you have the weeds?
Yeah. It's just so we were in the forest, right? Getting these weeds on our way. We saw a campfire. This guy, Otis, he went over, checked it out. And there was a group of some unsavory types. They looked suspicious. They were doing suspicious things. We don't want to get into the details because you're a kid.
I'm 17.
Yeah, you're a kid. Okay.
Hey, me too.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm old enough to be your mom.
so
Wait.
weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in that time period, for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So an
and
adult.
there was someone who looked exactly like you. The scar, the eye and all.
Hmm.
What was a girl instead?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we were curious if
If you had
you
a
had
twin,
a lot of knowledge around your birth, or if there's a chance that you did have a twin you didn't know about.
And as you guys kind of ramble, like diverging, like spilling the beans, as it were.
yeah.
And I am gonna start giving him some herbs.
Some weed. I'm just kidding. It's not weed. I keep saying it's got.
Timberweed.
It's gone from
Timbleweed.
timbleweeds to weeds to weed. But you hear Eoghan from the back.
Whew.
Dude, this is the first time he's spoken.
Yeah, right. And so he goes, "Give me just 1 second." And he runs to the back room and he helps his dad, TM, right, come out to talk to you all. He's like kind of leaning over Eoghan's shoulder. You can still like it looks like he's feeling a little better. Probably got a lot of water in him, I guess, but he's still looking very sickly. Then he goes, "You all saw a girl that looked just like this boy here."
Yeah.
Oh yes, Elder TM. That's your name, right?
Forgive me. I never got a chance to introduce myself. And he kind of settles down into a chair. This is going to be such a normal name. My name's Terry. Eoghan's been with me for just about the past.
What are you staring your wrist
Forts?
for? You got like a sundial there or something?
Did I say he was 17? 15 years. There was a lot of commotion around his birth. I'll be honest, I don't know all the details. But he's old enough now. This time I told him the truth.
Oof.
Oof.
Oh, I don't know if I want to be here for this.
And okay, yeah, so it's funny you mentioned that. He turns to Eoghan and he goes, "Son, this is your business. I can tell you in front of these strangers, or we can kick him out and do this in private." And Eoghan goes, "Well, I wouldn't even know about this right now if it wasn't for them. I don't mind if they hear it. I don't mind if they walk out." And then he kind of just like, they kind of pause a second to see if you guys want to eavesdrop or if you guys just want to fucking...
I for sure would like to eavesdrop.
Okay.
But I'll be like, oh, I mean, like, just could be important until
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, grab a chair,
popcorn.
hands on my
Yeah,
knees.
yeah, popcorn.
Do the 3D glasses.
Everyone goes to the bathroom really quick, get a drink, get some snacks.
We all settle in, cozy
Hurry
on
up, hurry up.
get a
Show's about to
blanket.
start.
Well, it's just commercials.
Those are the best parts.
I don't know that much. But I can tell you where I got you from. You know, when I was younger, much like you two, and you now, Eoghan, fancied myself an adventurer myself. Went around taking odd jobs, making coin, escorting caravans, dealing with many Feondist infestations. I had quite the sword arm back in my day. And in my travels, I met a certain Demorthin, who the DM hasn't named yet. Give me 1 second.
Ronald.
No.
Ignis is in my brain, but Ignis sounds like a girl's name, right? Or is that
No.
No.
neutral? Okay.
Ignis is neutral.
That sounds pretty neutral.
Ignis was his
Magnus.
name.
Oh.
Agnes was his, it's not. It's Ignis. He too was a traveler. Claimed he was trying to learn the truth behind Rendath and the magics of this world. We had a few good times together. He was really obsessed with the Feondas in particular. It's common knowledge that they can't use magic, but he claimed that there was an inherent power amongst them, and some of them could use magic, but only under certain conditions. He sacrificed his life to investigate this, and in his studies, we went our separate ways, because, quite frankly, I don't fuck with that. But almost 17 years ago now, he came by and dropped off a child. Said he couldn't raise him. And I owed him a solid, saved my life back in the day. So I can't answer all your questions, but I can point you in the right direction. I know recently he's taken up residence in the Sunken Forest. TM.
Wait, did he die?
Ignis?
Yeah.
No.
You
Oh.
did say something that implied
He saved
that
my
died.
life back in the day.
Oh,
No,
is what I
no,
said.
it
You
was.
said like he lost his life in pursuit of.
No, he threw his life into his
Threw his-
studies.
Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
Like,
yeah,
obsessed with
yeah, you did
Feondas.
say losses.
For the record, I didn't think he was dead.
Thank you.
I thought he was dead, but then you were like,
No.
yeah, and then he showed up with a baby and was like, bro, you owe me a solid. How about raise my child?
It's kind of creepy.
It is a little creepy,
Zombie.
isn't it? But
Like, I'm trying to think of like a real life thing where that would happen. Like, imagine nowadays,
Mhm.
right? And I come up to you, Wesley, and I'm just like, out of the blue, we ended the podcast. It's been years now. And I'm just like, hey, Wesley, take this. And then I just fucking bounce out.
Remember
And now you
that
have a
time I
baby
saved
in
your
your
life?
hands. Like,
That might do it. If you saved my life, I might.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you're like, I wouldn't have this life to take care of this child if it worked for him.
Yeah.
it's still though, just like there's other things that you could do.
Like, hey man, I need to borrow some money.
It just seems weird
Can
nowadays.
I crash at your place?
Yeah, but I feel like we have like systems and infrastructure as imperfect and kind of like crappy as they are in place.
No.
Whereas like back in ye olden times,
There's an orphanage.
maybe.
Okay,
Like,
but
maybe there's
orphanages
an
weren't really
orphanage,
where you
right?
wanted your
Like-
kid to go.
There is an orphanage.
Yeah,
That's
you
where I
were an
grew up.
orphan.
Yeah,
Right.
I was an orphan.
I'm just
How
saying,
was it?
like, not every town
great.
necessarily had one, Like,
Also, if
Yeah,
he had
I'm
the
just saying
option
it's-
of giving the kid to someone he trusted.
Yes.
yeah.
The Sunken Forest is where he stays now.
Yes. Thank you.
Sorry, I can't offer much more than that. I don't know anything about the other sibling, but I do know there were two of them originally. But as I was only responsible for Eoghan, I'd never looked into it.
Well, did you like see the other one? Did you
No.
like show up and it's like, here's two, pick one or something?
Oh, I just held him behind his back. Left to right.
Flip a coin. Oh, it's tails. You get the boy. No.
Also,
No.
was he born with the eye like that?
Yes.
Oh. That makes sense. Now.
Now, Eoghan, if you want more answers, I can't stop you. I will tell you that the Sunken Forest is pretty dangerous.
Oh, what does this guy look like?
The Sunken Forest?
No, the guy.
Ignis.
I know.
Ignis.
I'm just it's old man humor. Well, I imagine now he was significantly older than me when we met. He must be looking pretty withered by now.
Wow.
I'd reckon he's about, I dare say, maybe in his late 60s by now. It's a coin flip to see if he's even still breathing air.
Oh,
But
okay. I thought there was a chance that it was going to be that guy with the great sword, but
And does he have the same sort of eyes that Eoghan does, or
no,
okay,
when he dropped him off, he said it wasn't his kid.
really?
But
Okay.
through a turn of events, it became his responsibility. And then it became mine. So, Eoghan, if you want to know where you came from, Ignis would be your best bet. Or whatever. I don't do well in tense situations, okay?
No.
I'm sorry I'm like this.
No, it's going so well.
I
And
have
then he
so many
goes,
questions.
because he's still like second dying, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Speaking of that cough, I think there's some azure
Some.
that needs to get exchanged.
Oh, yes. The weeds. We have the weeds.
We got the weed, yeah.
You got the coin?
I thought I started giving them
Yes.
the weeds.
Oh, shit,
Hey,
you did. I got caught up in the story.
Are you a cop? You got to tell us if you
Yeah,
are.
legally, you have to say if you're a cop.
I'm not.
I know my rights.
Yeah, okay, I'm glad. I'm not a cop. I put you on this job.
Okay, yeah, but
And then
you could be an undercover cop.
Yeah, we do.
you give them all 12?
I think so. Like,
Yeah, I don't see a reason.
I know
I
that you
don't-
guys are super duper poor or whatever.
Yeah, and I don't know
But
how to use
That's not
the
his.
Timbleweed as far as like physician things
You
go.
could just sell it, but who?
Yeah, I
we would
think-
have
That's
to go
gonna be a
find
whole
a buyer.
side quest. That's not.
Yeah.
Nah,
I
let's
think
just
upon
give them-
like thinking of that, we'd probably all just hand it over, right? Because it'd be a pain in the ass trying to
Yeah.
find the right person. Because you said that you have to like refine it down for it to be like actually really useful. So it'd be having to find one of those guys to.
I'm sure there are people who buy herbs.
That can't be right.
No, there's no way.
That doesn't make any sense.
Have you tried finding one of those guys?
So we give them the herbs.
You give him
Yeah,
all 12.
all 12.
And he goes,
Yeah, don't worry about the last 2. That's on the house.
oh, well, thank you so much.
Or the forest or whatever.
And then, yeah, sure enough, he reaches into his little pouch, pulls out 12, right? Because the 2 extra for him not having to go. And places it back on the bar and says, well, thank you very much. You're real ones.
Okay.
I need to make a decision, I think. But I think I'm going to go to the Sunken Forest. So it's been a pleasure working with you all.
Well,
Oh,
hold on there,
You want
friend. A good paying compatriot.
Didn't you just call me
So, like, we have a Varigold
cop
here.
patriot?
cop? Okay.
Just throwing that out there. Anyways, I'm tired. I'm asleep on the floor in here again. Thanks.
Okay, yeah, sure. Make yourself out, I guess.
We each get 3 a sword. Or is someone holding on to it?
They got quiet when he got
Yeah, like, why is
No,
this
I think
such a
Otis
hard...
is tired and he's not really arguing it right now. So
Wow, Otis. I'll take 6 then. Just kidding.
I'll take his share. And
Everyone gets 3.
Yeah, is that right?
Yep. And then. No. Yeah.
Well, originally I
12?
wasn't going to take
Yeah, we
any,
got 12.
but I'll take 3 and then I'll give 1 each to you homeless people that
She's not homeless.
Thank you.
Yeah,
All
I
three.
think that's the point.
That's the point.
Oh.
Keep 1, but give 1 to each of them.
Oh.
That way I can like buy food and stuff, but
God, now I feel like an asshole if I don't do that.
no. It's like I told them I wasn't going to take any. So really
Yeah.
I'm kind of being an asshole by even keeping 1.
You're right.
the
You're
one.
right. You are.
So-
You're right. You should just give the last one to me.
I
I'm
should,
just
but
kidding. No. please
buying
don't.
that notebook or journal that I bought, now I'm poor.
Oh.
But I can I have a way of making money, whereas these
But
two
you
are
need stationery, so it's very important.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
is there like other stuff that we need to ask or talk about here?
Well,
Are we just gonna be like, yo, kid, take us with you?
Well, I mean, you need to rest.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like
He's not like about to leave right now, right?
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, he's gonna go thonking.
well,
Yeah.
he's gotta think, and he's also gotta like
Gotta
make
pack
the
medicine for
stuff
his dad or
for
whatever.
his dad. Yeah, I don't know how long that
Yeah.
takes, but I would imagine it's at least an afternoon.
Yeah, and then probably wants to stay and like see if it works or something.
some shit.
Maybe,
like that.
yeah.
You know, you have paid us well in the past. Do you need an escort to the Sunken Forest? And or would you like us to watch after your father while you're gone?
Or don't volunteers for that. Be like the lamest side quest.
We can just check up every time we come back
Oh,
in
okay,
town.
I guess. Yeah, I was just like, I'm just picturing us, just like his new caretaker.
Just
split,
like-
split the party. Some of them go with him, and then the other ones are like,
Man.
anything.
Yep,
I'll
still
just-
alive.
And then we shift the camera back to
It
you
just-
guys, and you're wiping his butt again, and again,
It's just-
and again.
I'm just picturing like movies where it's like there's one scene and it's chaos, and then there's people that just like it switches. The music is like classical music.
Yeah.
There's someone just sipping tea.
They're in the
or something.
elevator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then chaos once again. That's probably not what we're gonna do.
Well, I didn't want to impose. I assumed it'd be like at least kind of dangerous. But if you're willing to come, I mean, I guess I was gonna ask the Virgil in private, but
Oh,
Where-
You guys just invited yourselves.
Well, we're a group package. You see.
oh,
Yeah.
I didn't realize you guys all came in
I
separately.
I'm
Didn't
giving the
realize
Varigold the
either.
thumbs up. Like,
But very well. I mean, we're the same age, so that's cool.
Yeah.
A lot of people my age don't really vibe with me like that because my end's really poor. And I get made fun of a lot.
Oh,
But you can beat them up.
But I can beat them up, and which
Okay.
also doesn't really make you friends, right? But
Good point.
yeah, we can talk about this more when you guys get some rest. I'm gonna start smashing these herbs together.
I can teach you how to make friends. I have friends.
No.
They're not here.
rubbing it in, or
But
They go to a
Just
different school.
yeah, we
They're
can.
models in Japan.
They're
you
in
wouldn't know
Canada.
them. They're very real.
They got a MySpace? No, they don't do social media. But yeah. So he's knocked the fuck out. You guys took his money. And yeah, Eoghan spends the rest of the afternoon kind of tending to his father. It turns out he also doesn't really know how to do it. He just heard they work, so he starts he grinds them down and feeds them that. It doesn't really do anything, and then he
Do I
boils it.
see him like grinding it down and stuff?
Yes.
So I'm gonna go up to him and ask, have you ever worked with herbs and like the healing arts before?
No, but I read a book once in the library, so
Okay.
I figured how hard can it be? You know what I'm saying?
So what kind of symptoms does your father have? What's going on here?
He's sick. He's got a really bad cough. He gets cold sweats at nights. Pain in his chest.
Okay. Would I know if Timbleweed's like a normal remedy for that sort of thing with my 6 points in science?
Probably. You would know that it's usually used to treat probably more I don't want to say deadly, right? But more severe, more rare.
Okay.
It sounds like he might just have a really bad cold, right?
Yeah.
But from what Eoghan told you, it's been persistent for a while. But it's
Yeah.
but all the symptoms are just wow, you have a really bad cold, man.
COVID.
I was gonna say
no.
consumption.
And he can't taste any. No, I'm just kidding. But because of that, you would surmise that kind of boiling it and making a tea out of it would
Okay.
probably help better than eating ground up plant.
Okay. Yeah. I definitely suggest that to him.
And he goes, "Oh, okay. Well, I'll give that a shot." And then he starts boiling water.
Cool. Then I will go to bed as well, just on the floor.
But you still have your blanket.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you all sleeping here, or I can get more blankets. I know you have a bedroll.
I'm okay, thank you.
Do you want a blanket,
No.
lady? Are you sure?
I have my chain mail.
It still doesn't. Okay. And then yeah, I guess you guys catch up on sleep while he fucking tends to his dad. Fuck, man. Now the hours are weird. You'd wake up at what? 5, 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like Otis is probably tired enough that he could
Never wakes up
eat
again.
and then go back to sleep. I don't know if that's true, but
Probably,
he seemed
yeah.
pretty tired.
So I was just looking it up, and mechanically, if someone gets down to 0 Rindoth energy or whatever,
Mhm.
they're fucking exhausted.
Okay.
He went from 11 down to 1.
Mhm.
So I think he could sleep for a fucking minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody else wakes up. Terry's had the tea. He still looks kind of shitty, but he tells you it helped. So you're like, maybe I'll feel better soon.
Throat coat.
Yeah.
Throat coat. Everything. Never mind. And then you see, you wake up, you see Eoghan poring over a map, right? And you can see that he's kind of planning the route that he would take to get from here to the sunken village. I want to show you the map, but we can't all look at it at the same time. But basically, there are 2 ways you could go, right? It's southwest of Ostabale. There is a path that goes that way, but that path leads to a town that I've already forgotten the name of because I've given you the map. But that town is directly south. Where it goes, yeah.
To whale.
No, yes, that one. And then to the
Tukwila?
left,
Willa.
Tuwali.
K Utah.
Twile.
What is it?
It's hard to say. It's
That's-
French. I'm just kidding. I don't know what it is.
Twile?
Twale?
Ooh, I
That's
like
what I was
that.
gonna say.
Like quail, but
Yeah.
with a T.
We said it, not them. But you can either the plant. Well, fuck it. I'll just do it in character. I guess,
thought
do you
saying
guys-
something else completely?
Say anything to him, or do you just let him pour over the map, kind of plan his route or whatever?
If anyone's gonna say anything about a map, it's gonna be you.
Yeah, I think you would be the.
Yeah. I think like I'm willing to help, but it's kind of his thing. So if he asks for help, I'll help him. But I'm
gonna try and rope you into this because I want to like become a variable, and so like, if you could like help him out, and then I just happen to become your sidekick along this
Oh.
road.
I happen to become
A disciple,
perhaps
maybe.
an apprentice.
But I see him. I come over to you. You're pretty good with maps, aren't you? As a Varigal, like you travel these roads all the time. Do you think his path's a good one? I say
I
loud
mean,
enough for you to hear.
I'd have to
Eoghan.
look at what he's planning on doing.
You come over to him, and you can see he's kind of like, with his notes, he's a little torn. He's like, and then he tells you, he's like, well, I'm thinking it'd probably be smarter to go to Twal. Twale? Twale.
Twale.
Instead of just trying to go straight from here to the Sunken Forest to re-up on supplies and such.
Mhm.
But that will add a good extra. What?
Twi? Sorry.
I like Twale.
I like Twale.
Yeah.
It's probably, they're all probably wrong, but Twale is easiest for me to say, I think. But that would add at least an extra 4-ish days to the trip, and we'd have to go through the Gray Bog, TM, if we wanted the most direct route from Twale to the Sunken Forest. Alternatively, we could just go straight, kind of around the bog, instead of going this Twale to the Sunken Forest. But there would be no place for us to stop and resupply if we head straight there. Or whatever. What do you think?
Well, here's
Do you want this?
my advice. No, it's okay. I personally suggest going to Twale for a couple of reasons. One, like you said, it's a good place to stop and rest and gather supplies and anything like that you may need. But also, it gives you time to think this decision through fully before meeting with this Ignis. You may find that you start your journey and don't want to meet him in the end, and that would be okay. Stopping in the middle kind of gives you the opportunity to do that. I would also say it's just safer to try and travel on main roads as much as possible. And not to be morbid or anything, but your father said he's quite old. I don't think adding an extra 4 days to the journey will make or break whether or not you get to meet him realistically. So unless there's a reason that you want the trip to be extra fast, I don't see there being the need to endanger yourself.
Yeah, I guess you're right. There's in my brain, there's a separate reality where we get to Ignis, and it's like Ragavan goes, looks like he Dragonvolt goes, looks like he died 4 days ago.
I know. As soon as I said that, I was like,
Exactly.
oh, I shouldn't have said that.
I was like, that's like more of a reason to go because he's like, damn, he old. Could go any day now.
Yeah, but also like,
But I haven't seen him in 17
if he's
years.
gonna
But
die,
what
he's
are
gonna
the
die. You
odds,
know what I
right?
mean? Like,
if you get there and he's on his deathbed, how much up is he gonna be? He's like, it's gonna be like, your mom is. Like, that's
Yeah.
classic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I guess you're right. Okay. There's also the matter of the fighting tournament. So I make a lot of my savings for the year.
that was actually going to be something that I wanted to talk to you about as
Oh.
well. I think that it would be wise for us to wait to start the journey until after the tournament. That way you have enough coin to travel and to feel secure in leaving your father here. I don't know what your financial situation looks like realistically, but at least for myself, I tend to stick around for festivals and tournaments and things like that because tourism brings in more money and thereby can help fund this journey that you're about to embark on because I don't know. Maybe you go and you talk to this Ignis and he tells you everything and that's that and you come back home. But you never know if what you think is going to be a week's journey turns into a month's, you know. So.
That's like almost another week.
It would also give you time to see whether or not this timbleweed is working for your father. And if it isn't,
smart.
then maybe we can look into other remedies.
No, you're a smart girl, lady.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you need any help at the combat festival, I've patched bruises, cuts, hooves, all sorts of things before.
So you're not gonna answer?
Sorry?
You're not gonna enter?
No, I'm not the scrappiest, you know, kind of thin. But you know, I'm real cheap if you need some help patching up, like wrapping knuckles, any of that.
Thank you for the offer.
He smiles wide.
Were you planning on entering at all?
To the tournament?
Yeah.
No. I can only see out of one eye. It's
Me too,
usually
man.
not my scene.
Scene.
Well, okay. As far as payment goes, I don't really know like the rates. I've never really traveled with River or Escort before, especially one with such a diverse group of individuals.
Me either.
The average would be one Azure a day.
An Azure a day.
Yeah, for hazardous professions such as Varigol, Mercenary, Bodyguard, or Messenger.
Is that per person or?
That's just to the Varigol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For unskilled labor, it's probably closer to 5 to 8 Ember, however much you feel like we are
I'm
worth to you.
confused. What unskilled labor would I be paying for?
Oh, well, like, I can pack some bruises, I can do cuts, I've done a lot of hooves.
So,
Such a good salesman.
so one Azure a day is that fair?
That's typically the rate.
Okay.
I will say that it also ends up depending on the route that you take. The more dangerous the route, the higher the price. But that's simply because of the added danger, which is part of the reason why I suggested going through Twail. It's much safer than just gallivanting through the forest and the unknown. Because, at least you're following some semblance of a path. And you're likely to come across other humans along the way versus, bushwhacking. But, that's something that we can maybe work out closer to the time that you choose to leave.
Okay. Easy. I gotta ask. And this is no disrespect to Otis.
Oh no. This is not where I thought it was going.
But like, what does he do in your little troop? Because I know he's worked with a lot of who's. She's really strong and pretty, and I think she crafts stuff.
Mm-hmm. I would just like to caveat that we met each other the other day when we all randomly came into your inn. Our little group, as you called it. Troop? Excuse me?
Best friends?
Is not something that's established necessarily.
Yet.
And Otis actually, I'm not quite sure what he does on a daily basis. He seems to be quite fond of rats.
Yeah.
And other animals.
He told me he was a rat catcher.
He's a rat catcher, apparently.
Yeah.
But, he seems to be very good with animals and plants. He's the one that helped locate the timbleweed.
So
that's why we were able to find so many of them. Originally, we only saw 3, I believe, 3 or 4. And then, lo and behold, Otis just found a ton of them.
Just all of a sudden.
All of a
just
sudden.
behind a rock,
Definitely not by magic. That would be
That'd be
absurd.
weird. I mean, I'm just a rat catcher. I'm not.
Okay, well, it brings my heart joy to know that your journey in the forests made you guys decide to travel together as a troop. You must have grown so close in that forest. You know what? I think this is going to be the start of a beautiful friendship.
The real beautiful friendship is the friends you made along the way.
Mainly just Stevie's character. She's so beautiful.
She's pretty.
Okay, I see what you were doing
Vera.
now. Okay.
I couldn't remember your name.
It's just Era with the V.
Yeah, okay, but Era is totally different than Vera.
That's
What are
true.
you talking about? They look exactly the same.
They don't.
One
Same
of them's-
vibes.
Era is a wood nymph
A wimp.
druid.
Who can literally blind
like an
people
insult.
with her beauty. So
Yeah. But that's an aside.
This is all from our Pathfinder campaign.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't
one
know
that-
if we've talked about it, but we've been playing Kingmaker for 2
Forever.
years now.
At least a week.
So
We're only about halfway
No,
through
I think
book 2.
3.
Well,
We haven't known Wesley for.
yeah, I haven't been here that long. I'm a relatively
yeah,
new
but we
addition
started
to the
playing
scene.
before Wesley got here.
Yeah,
Oh,
but only
yeah.
like
Just a little bit.
1
though.
or 2 sessions. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. What
Yeah.
a great thing to get out of playing a game.
Yeah.
We have a cute friend named Wesley.
No.
Now he's DMing for us.
And I'm hello. We got so sidetracked. I lost where I
I'm
was.
sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, you should go there first. Resupply. Blah. Fighting tournament. Do that first. Money. Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
and you
Yeah.
were like, I'm so glad that you guys are
You guys.
friends.
You became
Yay.
friends because of my job.
Mhm.
That I
And then
used.
Stevie was like, maybe the real friends were the.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Miss.
I figured out what the dots are under defense and speed.
What are they?
When you're spending experience points, you can improve your defense and
Oh.
speed.
Oh,
That's dope.
Yeah.
That makes
such
sense.
a nice with that.
That's
like-
really nice.
So your speed you can only increase up to 5 times, but
5
your
more.
defense can go up to 10 times.
Oh, that's so cool.
That makes so much more sense.
Okay.
Okay. What
Yeah.
is the experience cost?
I think it's 10
Bro.
points for like the first couple.
10 per bubble.
That's not
Oh,
bad.
it's 10 for the first one, then 15, 20, 25,
Oh, it's like
and then 5
Pathfinder
plus
rules.
it's 30.
That's rude of them.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay.
Also found out that literally just having 1 point in Sigil Ron gives you a Rindoth rating of +5.
Oh.
Did you not?
I didn't do that before.
Oh, so you have 6.
So you have 5
Yeah.
more Rindoth than you thought?
Yeah, but like every single time that you put a level in Sigil Ron, you get more Rindoth up to
What
a.
is this Sigil Ron? thing?
Yeah, I
It's
don't know what
it's
you're
it's
talking about.
Is it
it's a
him
discipline
specific?
associated with casting the
Oh,
magic.
okay. I was like, I don't see that anywhere. That's because I
bet-
don't
But, like,
have it.
Yeah.
What it goes up all the way to you can get an extra 110 permanent Rindoth points
Dude.
That's
if you're
crazy.
It's a lot of
cracked
magic,
and become
yeah.
like
Like an
fucking
old man.
god of this land
Or that.
or that.
Um,
But yeah, that's cool.
does anyone plan on? I guess. So they got the plan, right? They're gonna wait for the week. Homeboy's probably gonna enter in the tournament.
Mhm.
Hopefully, want to get money like the last 2 years. What's everybody else's plan for like the next week or so?
Maybe I should bet some money on him.
Ooh, you could maybe make him some
Ooh,
armor.
If he needs any sort of like repairs to his stuff, I would like to offer my services.
Okay.
Yeah.
What up? Do you need any repairs to your stuff?
You mean like my armors or my weapons? My
both?
weapon. I have one weapon, not multiple.
Are they looking shabby?
His armor is relatively scuffed, but like it's not about to fall apart, but it could use like a polish, maybe a few new leathers. His sword looks fine though.
Okay. That's not really my thing, the leather part.
Oh,
That's awkward.
yeah. Like
Okay.
do you make like belt buckles?
I could probably do that, yeah.
Okay. How much?
For free.
Oh. Okay, yeah, sick.
Okay. Do that. I don't know what I need to do.
Leather belts usually go for 4 ember.
I thought you were gonna say agile or something like that.
I was like,
Expensive,
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
why?
But in the time between now and the tournament, if no one's gonna enter slash, not if no one like, there's about a week in between, right? Does anyone want to do anything, or we can just jump to the tournament?
Are we allowed to place bets? Is that a thing?
Do you want to look for a part? Like, you can probably go to the lower city, find like a gambling ring.
Maybe not. Maybe not. No.
You can't. I'm not trying to discourage you from it. I swear.
I'd like to go to the quest board, see if there's anything
New.
new
That's a good
or
idea.
like if there's more about the masked Feonda slash any Feond, sorry. Slash, is there anything I can do in the city just to like stay above board? Because like this
Like to
one
learn and
Azure will
stuff.
go away pretty, or 4 Azure will go away pretty quick if I just sit around for a week and consume.
I mean, Azure will last you quite some time. If you're just like eating cheap food,
Okay.
like cheese. No, maybe not quite some time, but it will last you like a while, right?
Yeah.
Like, but you're looking for just like odd jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Can I copy that? Yes. I'm also doing
We're all doing odd jobs.
because I did his belts are pretty small.
Yeah, you can. I'll say for you, it's probably a lot easier because you're like a craftsman, so you can just like kind of set up a stall and like take requests from people that come by. Do you think you'd be doing it? Would you be doing it at the upper city or the lower city? Like you're saying the lower city. I feel like that sounds bad, right? It is just a lower city.
Yeah,
right?
like
It's not,
geographically.
it's not inherently
lower.
shitty, right? Like,
The other side of the tracks.
exactly.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Where I grew up, it was Salt Lake and then like North Salt Lake. Like, there's a difference, right?
Yeah.
Which one's bad?
Both of them. But there's a distinction, right? Upper city, lower city. I get it.
Okay.
But so is that a no then to wanting to look for like a gambling ring? I keep sounding like I'm trying to sway you one way or the other. I'm not.
I'll try and find somewhere that I can bet on.
Okay.
I'm not going to bet a lot, so I don't have a lot to bet.
Okay.
I am curious. I haven't done much gambling.
So you also you like kind of wander around the like from in the tavern trying to find where the local people are gathering. These are probably in like I'll say like the day before the tournament ish. That you hop on the one tavern. I'm not gonna name it because it's probably never gonna come up again. You know what? I'll name it because it might. Because it's always when I think that these things become relevant. We'll call it the Pink Finger Tavern.
Oh.
It's a little gross, right? I looked over there and saw a pink finger. So that's what I named it.
It just makes me think of those signs that are just like pictures because some people are illiterate. Like the red crow would literally just be a red crow.
There's
like the green
there's a place
tree.
in real life somewhere.
Yeah,
They're a pizza place and they just have a neon pizza sign. And they have the best fucking pizza. But that's besides the point.
like that one place.
Mm-hmm.
I almost said white can. But that didn't
now
make
I'm
sense.
just picturing a sign with a pink finger on it.
Just a
It looks a little suspicious.
Well, you walk into
that's
there.
where you would gamble, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there's
Yeah,
that.
and you overhear, I guess, amongst the crowds and the drinking and the festivities. This one's like an actual tavern, right? There's people in it. People are drinking. People are vibing, as it were. You do see a spot in the corner of people looking like they're placing a lot of dowels on the table and making a commotion. Do you approach?
Hello.
Is that
I
how-
am. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
They go, hey. Well, I guess the one. So there's one that like looks more like a ringleader type deal. He's kind of like collecting all the dowels, writing people's names, and writing the amounts. And he goes, hey, welcome to the table. Let me guess, you're here to make a bet about the fighting tournament tomorrow?
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm here for.
Easy. I'll let you know there's a minimum of 1 azure to place a belt.
Okay. I'd like to place a bet for 2 azure.
Well, let's see it.
I show it to him.
He goes, excellent. And he kind of picks up a writing utensil. And he goes, what's your name, lady?
Vera.
Is that with a V or an F?
V.
All right.
Vera.
And 2 azure. Who's your money on?
Eoghan.
He seemed like rolling his eyes. And he goes, fucking course, man. Everyone
What?
bets on Eoghan. 2 azure on Eoghan. Was there anything else I can do for you?
No.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm sorry my bet was disappointing.
The safe bet, TM. Okay.
Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I set a scene?
You may.
So we see Otis walking from walking to the gates to like leave the city, but he's got like this big wooden cage in his hand. Then you're seeing like a bunch of little whiskers and rat tails and shit all hanging off of it as he's like walking through. He waves to the guards, says something like, hey, they won't let me kill them in the city anymore, so gotta fucking bring them out here to slaughter them. and just walks on out, gets a good distance away, starts to get some like tree cover off in the distance. When then he looks around, then opens up the cage. They all just start kind of like running out, and then he like moves his cloak as then his pet Rodney goes out. Oh, go on, Rodney, play with your friends there. And then he is going to sit down surrounded by, the forest and trees and shit. And,
rats.
little rats running around, crawling over his legs, nibbling
Frolicking.
at his toes. Then he meditates, because that's how he has to get back his Rindoth points.
And it isn't guaranteed, right? It is.
I do not believe so. So I was looking at potentially getting a short spear, because that sounds nice.
Let me find the page with the meditation. Well,
Okay, so in a sacred Demorthan place, a standard roll of 11, but in a forest or a natural place, it's a complicated roll of 14. In a village, it's 17. In a city or a magiantist factory, it's 20.
okay.
So I'd assume it's just a 14 here.
Yeah.
So I don't have the meditation discipline, so I just roll the Demorthan mysteries. Sorry, I was not prepared. I need my smelly dice.
And then I will also comment, we are spending a week here, and it's 2 per full night's rest, right?
It is, yeah.
At least. So,
But,
yeah. I just want to let you know that, like, regardless of how well this goes, by the time you leave, you'll probably be back to,
full, yeah. Okay, so it's a 14 that I need to get. And there we go. That is 19, because I'm cracked.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think he just fills it back pretty quickly, and he's going to spend most of his time doing, like, the whole rat catching thing.
Okay.
This is also a little thing like, hey, he catches and releases. And he is going to pick up a... I think he's just going to pick up a short spear and is going to treat himself to some really, really good meat. And that's what he's doing.
You did get paid, right? I know you were asleep when it happened.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, you still got your 4 Azure. Yep.
Okay, cool.
I have a question. Or it's not really a question, but like, I feel like you could make a lot of money rat catching if you did it in a really immoral way.
Yeah, just catch, release.
Catch, release in a different area, and then everyone hears about how well you did, like, with the rat problem in the other area. It's genius.
I feel
Right?
like-
And with him getting to
And
know the
humane.
rats, they probably just come right to him when he
yeah.
walks in, and he's like, all right, everyone in the cage, we're going on another field trip.
If I really want to, I thought this would be really fucking cool, but I have it like stuck in my mind. I have a stone for call animals, specifically rats. So I just had an idea, because the circles get knucking futs as far as like the range and targets and everything. So I just thought of him walking up to a like front gate of a city and then just being like really high level and just fucking thousands of rats.
all
the
the
whole
rats
city
come out.
just come out. Yeah.
You are the ultimate Pied
and that's
Piper.
what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like,
But yeah. Anyways, I do that, get my spear and get some good food and stuff. And then I want to see the fight whenever that's
Yeah.
happening.
Okay. The bed's been placed.
I did my weird rat thing.
Then you meditated with rats,
I'm just picking up odd jobs.
picking up odd jobs, doing her variable thing.
Yeah, I would like to post like
Like on
an
Instagram?
advertisement
Sorry.
for myself. Like,
Like a variable for hire type
yeah, like, do you need a delivery to Toil?
thing? Look no further.
Yeah, hire me.
Oh,
It's
golly, do I have a deal for you?
Yeah. starting at 1 Azure per day, like
Okay.
type of thing, to just to see if there's anybody who needs stuff curried.
That general direction.
Yeah, since we're going to be going that way anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe like try and make some more coin off of it.
Okay.
So.
And then have you all been sleeping in the Red Crow?
I
this
have.
week?
Yeah.
I figure you two would have. But
Yeah, I mean,
Good.
Yeah.
gotta be
yeah.
frugal, clip coupons. The whole
So
Yeah, exactly. Like it's free lodging.
yeah,
I'm not going to
fraudulent.
say
Yeah, I
no
got
to
you, I got
that.
you. So yeah, then okay. So we come to the morning of the tournament, and we hear the clink clank click clank of ye old bellman in town screaming, "All ye gather to the town square. The tournament will begin anon." What I don't know what anon means, but that's what he
I
said.
like it. It sounds good.
Sounds right.
Dude, I love the sound of that bell too. It's like
Clink clank.
it's just wooden around like a metal thing. Like
Yeah.
they didn't realize how bells work.
But they knew like the structure of a bell.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. They'd seen one before in a book, probably.
But and sure enough, you and the other townsfolk starts to gather, and that's where to the town square, anon, and that's where we'll call it for this episode.
Awesome,
Woo.
dude.
Okay.
Okay.
Dude, I want to see Eoghan fight
Clink
because
clank.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
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 This is going to be baller.
This is gonna be baller.
What is
Yeah.
the bellman's name?
Anon. No, I'm just kidding. That wouldn't make sense. What's that one book series with the dragons?
Aragon.
Aragon. That's what I was thinking of just now. I wasn't thinking about it when I said it.
Oh, okay.
The bellman's name?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thomas.
Thomas?
Not no
Exposition?
relation. No.
What?
I just wanted a normal name, but then I remembered there's a whole god named Thomas.
Yeah.
No relation. Thomas.
He was named after Thomas.
Thomas Bell.
Thomas Bell. Oh,
Thomas.
okay. All
Yeah,
right.
he comes from a
Bell.
long line of bellmen and women.
yeah, never got the craft down. But
Yeah, but they've been doing it.
They've been belling.
Yeah, but no one else wants the job, so they kind of just.
dude, I
Yeah.
would love
okay.
that
They're
fucking job. Are you
fitting a
kidding me?
niche.
Just like at obnoxious times, just fucking clang, 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 clang.
Hear ye, hear ye.
I would do it for nothing. Like I wouldn't even have an
I'd
announcement. I
pay
would
to
just
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
It is an honor to be the bellman.
Oh yeah, a prestigious position.
That's it though. Bye, rejects.
Later, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.